Bethany, welcome back to my channel. Today's cards will be based on these 3 cards right here. So if you're interested in seeing how I make very similar cards to these ones, just keep watching. For this card, you'll need 2 different kinds of plain cardstock paper, 1 pattern one, some ribbon, some confetti, I just got these from the dollar store, a brad, embossing powder, happy holiday stamp or just a marker to write happy holidays, Versamark ink, silver glitter glue, a heat embossing tool, a hot glue gun, and a paper cutter or a pair of scissors. As always, the very first thing that you want to do is determine the size of your card. Next we're going to make this cutout here. In this card yesterday that I made, I used gold and I used a stamp pad, which didn't turn out the way that I'd like it to, so today we're going to use embossing powder. So get out all of your tools and then just quickly do that. And we're just melting the embossing powder. Once that's done, you can just take a pair of scissors and cut that out. Next, we're going to cut out the pattern piece of paper so that it covers the whole front of the card. Depending on what kind of ribbon you're using, make sure that it is the same length or a little bit longer than the card. I'm gluing it right in the center of the card. For this ribbon, since it will fray, I'm just folding it over at the back side and I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Next, glue the pattern piece of paper on top of the card. Take the happy holidays and just fold it in over the back. Like so. Next, just place the brad right at the top. And then you can glue the back so that it closes here. You don't want it to be completely flat because you want it to kind of pop up a little bit too. And then just go ahead and glue that right in the center of the card. And then last but not least, we just have to add these little confetti trees. Make sure you don't use too much glue or else it will melt the confetti. You can just leave the card like this if you'd like, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of glitter glue around the box here. For this next card, I'm going to do something similar and I'm going to make a tree, but I'm not going to use a glitter glue. So first thing is first, decide how big you want the card to be. Purchased all of these green sequins from the dollar store, so I'm just going to make a tree with it, kind of like this one here. This one I kept kind of simple. This one I think I'm going to just freestyle it and try to make it more colorful. I'm going to take some of this brown ribbon that I have and I'm just going to use it as a tree stump. This is the type of ribbon that will fray, so it's a good idea to put a little bit of glue on the edges. And we can't forget the star, so I'm just taking this gold star sticker and I'm going to place it right on top of the tree. This one I think looks pretty cute plain, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to write anything on it. Comparing these two, I don't know which one I like better. This one is definitely a lot simpler to make because you only have to put a few sequins. This one I found that I had to work quite quickly and my fingers got sticky with the glue gun. For this very last card, I'm not going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to do something quite similar. You will need 3 different colors of paper. I have white, yellow, and blue. You're going to need a tree cut out. You can just freehand that if you'd like. I use my Cricut. A snowflake. This one I got from the dollar store, but you can also quickly cut one out yourself. We're going to be using embossing powder again, ribbon, and glitter glue. So after cutting out the base of your card, just cut out the blue paper so that it covers the card, and then just glue that right on top. If you've cut the paper a little bit too small, don't worry about it. You can just trim that off of the top there. Next, we're going to use the embossing tool for our Happy Holidays stamp. Again, if you don't have Versamark ink and embossing powder, just freehand this, or you can just use an ink pad. Okay, and then just go ahead and cut that out in a strip, and then glue it on your card. Instead of gluing it at the bottom of my card, I'm going to glue it at the top this time. Just flip the card over and then cut away the scrap paper. Next, measure how much ribbon you need, and then just cut it out and glue it on. Line up your tree and your snowflake to where you want to glue them on. And just glue them on using a hot glue gun. So since this card is kind of plain, I'm just going to outline the tree using some green glitter glue. So that's it for my second round of holiday cards. I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful. I will have more coming up, so make sure you are subscribed to be notified of those. And also don't forget that I do have still images of all of these cards on my Tumblr, and I'll post the link in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!